am I? 74 years old. March the 3rd, 1932. Do I think I'm pretty healthy? Yes, I do. I consider myself pretty healthy. And what kind of health type do I have? I have high blood pressure problem that really don't bother me, but I do take medicine for it. And arthritis, the doctor said I had arthritis. Once in a while, I take medicine for arthritis. Yes, when I take medicine for arthritis, I take a Tylenol, arthritis Tylenol. And I've tried all those doctor's prescriptions, but they don't work. I mean, they work maybe a month, a week or two. And once you get this stuff in your system, it tends to stop working. For me. So, I buy authorized Tylenol. And it does as good or better. What do I attribute it to? I attribute it to just a blessing. I mean, just being blessed.
Okay.
Yes, I read quite a bit. I mostly read at night, though. Really, it just laying there on the table. It don't do too much for you, but when you read when you read it, it really kind of, it lets you rest better, because I was waking up at night, and sometimes you just wake up and ain't sleeping. And when I wake up at night and not sleeping, I turn on the light and I'll read a verse or two, maybe a chapter, and I get sleeping. And I just go to sleep. I got two sisters. Well, it was 3 of us. It was 7 of us. And my mother raised 6. And it was 3 girls and 4 boys. And there was 2 of us. My mother raised 2 girls. My oldest sister got killed. My baby sister died from a leak at the heart. They call it some kind of rheumatic fever. My brother, one of them my twin brother got killed.
You have a twin brother?
Yeah. Yes, I have a twin brother. At 20, I think we was 20, about 23 years old when he got killed. My baby brother died of cancer of the throat. And my other brother, my second brother, got killed. That was it. That was my brothers and sisters. I grew up in the Danby area.
Okay.
And that was, when I was young, that was good. Because we was raised on a farm. And we had horses, and we had cows of our own. We had horses of our own. We raised hogs of our own. We killed 5 or 6 hogs a year. We had our own meat. We butchered a cow every once or twice a year. We had beef. And then, as a child, we just had horses. We went horseback riding a lot. We rode horses a lot. We rode horses up and down the road, through the woods. We just rode a lot of horses. We just rode horses a lot. On Saturdays, Fridays and Saturdays, we went horseback riding. And sometimes on Sunday evening after church, we would saddle horses and go horseback riding. So there was a lot of fun in that. No, I don't think I want to be back on the farm because I'm telling you, they were good days, and when we worked on I was raised on a farm. We did our own corn. I mean, taking it to the mill grist and grind our own meal, and somehow or another somebody was raising wheat because we had our own wheat flour too. And very seldom we had to go to the store for anything because you raise your own vegetables, your own corn, your own peas, and we canned that stuff. My mother canned that stuff. She would put it in cans, in jars. And we would have the meat, would go in the smokehouse, and we would have that food the year round.
Okay, well tell us about
Tell you
that.
the truth, because I married when I was 20. I got married at 20 and started a family. I raised 8 kids, and I had 3 sets of twins. Of course, I raised 2 sets of twins. You know. Yeah, I raised 2 sets of twins. 2 boys. And a boy and a girl. My first baby was twins. I'm leaving that out. My first kid was twins. I had twins. My first baby was twins, a boy and a girl. Then I had twin boys, and I later had twin girls. But I lost the twin girls. They passed at a month old. And the boys, I raised them. And the girls, my oldest daughter lives in Kuntz. One of my twin boys lived in Kuntz. And the other one is in Combs. He's in Lufkin somewhere. I think he's in Lufkin. I hadn't saw him in a while. And my daughter, my oldest daughter's twin brother, he's the one that was killed in the car wreck. He drove the pulpwood truck, and he got killed in a truck wreck. So the rest of them, I got a son in Doucette. That's that. And I got one son that lives here, the baby lives here in Jasper, in the apartments over there by the hospital.
Get to see them much?
Yeah, I see the baby boy all the time. He's my pastor. So,
Really?
so I go to church with him every Sunday. Yes, and
Should be proud of
the
you.
one in Silsby was ordained for a deacon last Sunday, and I went down to that. I don't see him a whole lot because he lives down there. He's got his family down there. And the one in Lufkin, I hadn't saw him in a while. And the son in Doucette, I go out in the country. I call it the country when I go to Doucette, and I see him out there. The last time I counted, just sit down and take the time out and count them up, I had about 25 grandkids, and I imagine more than that by now. But I saw one of my great-grandsons Sunday was at church I went to. But I mainly was cook. Really, by trade, I'm cook. And when the bill Woodville Inn over there, I put in an application. And when they hired me, they need a dishwasher. So they hired me as a dishwasher. And I washed dishes about a month. And the cook left. So I started cooking. And then the chef started me the baking. And I made the pies. I made my own pie crust. Well, he just put me in the baking area. And I did the baking. I made the rolls. I made the pie crust. I baked the pies. I made and baked the pies. And I just did. I didn't like to do it because when he asked me to do it, I told him I didn't like cooking. But I try. So I was rolling pie crust one day, and he walked over there and asked me. He said, "I thought you said you didn't like to cook." I said, "I don't." He said, "But somebody don't like it. You're doing a mighty good job." I worked at Keller's 24 years, a plant up at Woodville, that big Keller plant up there, Keller Industrial. I worked there 24 years. And we made windows, doors, cut glass, screens, all of that. And I did before they closed up though, I did the bathrooms because they had the lady that was doing the restrooms died, and they moved me over to that. So that's what I was doing when the plant closed down. Well, right now I'm working. I like to work. And to me, and my son complained about it, but really I don't have enough income to really do what I need to do with. So I work. I work beneath Chartwell Communication right now. I was working with my daughter. They hired me to work with her. So she's been in the hospital now since May. And I've just did little odds and ends since she's been gone to the hospital. And right now I'm doing 1 hour a day. You can imagine how much money coming out of that. So I was out of my medicine last month for about about 2 weeks before I got to get it.
The high blood pressure.
Yeah. But, I really don't. I take it because I go to the doctor and they say you need to take it and you should take it and all of this stuff. But I really depend on the Lord to get me through this, medicine or no medicine. And so far, I just have to say He's done it. Before I joined Part D, they got this. When I joined Part D Medicare, when I got signed up for Part D Medicare, I was signed up with Humane. I may not be saying it exactly right, but Humana. Okay. And I still do pay a lot. I still do pay for my medicine, but I get it a lot cheaper. Of course, I pay a premium of $14, $13 a month. But then I get my medicine whereas my whole prescription was costing like $200 and something a month. It's down costing me, I would say, at first my medicine when I was buying it, when I could, it was costing me like $300, close to $300 a month. And right now I pay like $135, and I get all three. I don't get but 30 pills, but a month supply from month to month. And that Humane is a good help, a big help. And I get a coupon book, and I can pay that like when I was working and making a little extra money. I'll just go ahead and pay 2 payments, so that if like this month or next month, if I don't have the money, I already got it in, and I can just worry about, because you send your coupons in with paying for the next month. When I get up, I'll just tell the Lord there's nothing is going to come up or nothing is going to happen today that you and I can't handle. That the Lord, nothing is going to happen in my life during the day that the Lord and I can't handle. And I just get up and go. I feel good about it. I really do. You know, we've got people that don't want to tell their age, you know, and say, oh, I'm old enough. I thank God for the years that he let me live on this earth, because there's so many people that hadn't lived. That's my clock. Y'all need to leave me one of these lights. But I feel good about it. Because I thank God for the years that he let me live. I really do. And I thank God for him letting me live this long, especially when my daddy got burned to death in a house at a young age. My my older sister got killed at a young age. My mother passed away in her 40s. That's a young age. And God let me live. And I'm 74 years old now. And I thank God for it. I'm still able to get up and go. I'm still able to go to work and come back home, drive my own car, live by myself, even though at one time my son thought I wouldn't. I just thank God for it. I really do.